Well, we've got a lot different lineup than we did last year. We lost 5 out of 6 guys. Four senior. Well, really, all 5 of those guys played throughout the year at different times, and so it's different. A lot of new names, a lot of new faces, and got a couple guys that have played. Well, Bevins has played 2 pretty solid years for us. I mean, he's only missed a couple events. Gustavo played a whole semester. He started as a freshman last January. So those guys, they were in the lineup last year, the whole spring. And then Andrej Garcia is another freshman, he's a redshirt sophomore, but he played last year as a freshman, played individual a few times and was in the lineup once. So, and then our other returner is Joseph Abella. He's a senior. He played pretty much the whole season as a sophomore, had a great year, didn't play in the lineup as much last year. So, we have guys that have played before, but we've got a lot of guys in a lot of different roles now. And so it's, I would just call it a new team. We're not overly young. I mean, although we're younger than we have been, but, not quite as much experience as we've had the last probably 6 years. It's kind of a big class to lose at one time, one of our bigger classes to lose at one time in all the years I can remember. So it's different.
So how do you think they'll stack up against the competition that you got coming in?
Well, I mean, we've got it. We always have a chance to play great. We've got, we have those 4 guys I mentioned. We've got some freshmen, a couple from Albuquerque, a couple from out of state. So we've got a good freshman class, and a couple other returners that have been here, haven't gotten in the lineup, haven't had much playing time since they've been here. But so, I think they stack up well. When they play well, it's just going to be a matter of just learning how to, handle when things aren't going great, and that's something that they've learned from the guys that left. But something that maybe when they struggled a little bit, there were those older guys to pick them up, and now they got to realize that they're still good enough to play well even when they don't play their best. And so I think that's the biggest adjustment for them is knowing that even if they're not playing that well, I mean, they're still a big part of what we're doing, and so they still need to make the most of it even when it's not like exactly the way they want it to go.
What would you say the strength of this team is? Since you guys have a new identity, because you got kind of a new feel to it.
Strength of our team, probably ball striking. I mean, tee to green, I think we have a great team, tee to green. We've got plenty of length. We have, guys with good fundamentals, guys that, can just stand up and hit shots. So really, I don't think there's going to be a golf course or a field that we play against that we're just going to get blown out from a tee to green standpoint. There's not going to be teams out there that are hitting it further, able to hit the ball better than we do, or handle certain kind of shots that we can't handle. So I think that's one of our strengths. It showed in our first event statistically, even though we had a couple guys that didn't feel great about their game, statistically they were still right there, good enough to put good numbers on the board.
How does it, each team has its own feeling. How does this one feel like as far as a grinded out team or talent, just raw talent, or what does it feel like?
I think we're still trying to figure that out. I think we're still trying to figure out who this group is and how they're going to. A lot of times you figure that out, how they respond to some adversity. And like in our first event, the 36-hole day, and I think when things kind of went bad, they put too much pressure on themselves rather than just kind of relaxing and grinding it out like you were saying. Second day, they did an awesome job of responding to that and really having a different perspective. So as we go along, I think we'll kind of find out who we are. We have a team with, we've got a handful of guys that could really get it going. They've shot low rounds before in tournaments, and they've shot low rounds out here in our practice rounds. But and then we got some new guys that are just kind of trying to figure things out.
Anything else?
But as far as expectations for the season, can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, we expect to be competitive. We expect to, we have a great field or great schedule that we're playing great fields all the time on awesome courses, and our expectations remain the same. I think what we want to do is we want to have the best schedule we can. We want to prepare as well as we can, so the 5 guys that are representing us are ready to go. And we just want to focus on taking care of what we can control, not worrying about who played for us last year or what these guys think they need to live up to this year. All that stuff doesn't mean anything. They need to learn how to take care of their own game, prepare themselves, go play the best they can, and know that we just got to go to golf tournaments knowing that if we play great, we'll have a chance to beat anybody. But we're still good enough that if we don't play our best, we still got plenty of guys that can post good numbers with okay golf and still be competitive with a lot of great teams.
With some of the younger guys, how do you keep kind of their minds in check to make sure that the reputation that the program has had, they kind of keep their head straight?
Yeah, we don't. You know, we need to try not to talk about the reputation of our program. We need our guys to focus on this group and focus on what they can do to control. To control what they can control and to prepare their own games for to play their best. And if they're doing that, then they're going to help our team. And we've recruited guys, like we tell them, we know how to recruit. We've recruited good players. Just because maybe they were 4 or 5 man last year and now maybe the guys that were ahead of them are gone, it doesn't really have anything to do with them. They don't need to do anything different. It's just just going to be different names on the scoreboard. And the most important thing our guys have to do is they have to maintain the right perspective and know that we're playing against college golfers. We're not playing against the guys in the Tour Championship this week. Which means you're playing against a bunch of guys that are at the same, kind of in the same category as they are as golfers, and everybody's going to make mistakes, and it's going to come down to more who handles the mistakes better and who can minimize their mistakes better than trying to play. Nobody's going to play perfect golf, including us. If you think you're going to play perfect golf, you probably shouldn't even tee it up that day because it's just not going to happen. So
it's a very, very young team. I think we only have one senior who would be leaving after this year, but we brought in 4 new guys, so it's a whole new team. It's great.
What do you think the strengths of this team are? What do you guys do well for being a new group?
We're a really close-knit group, very hard-working team, I'd have to say. I think that helps us each day, for sure.
Is the strength on the course off the tee? Is it on the green? Is it the short game? What do you think?
I think individually, from each player, it can kind of vary, but maybe all together, I feel like we're just all pretty solid from tee to green. Very good putters and have a great short game. So.
What is it like as far as all you guys being fairly young and stuff like that? Is there enthusiasm there and oh man, let's go do this? Because
it's really fun just going out and playing, not really knowing what's going to happen, and just kind of going to have fun.
And as far as when you look around at your teammates and stuff like that, you look at the talent, how encouraged are you about what kind of year this could be?
I have very good high hopes for this year. I think even though we're young and maybe a little inexperienced compared to other teams, I think it's going to be a very good year.
Well, playing on this course that you're familiar with, does it give you guys an advantage, in a field like this?
Yeah, I would think so, for sure. Playing here every day, anytime you play your home course, it's definitely an advantage because you just feel a little bit more comfortable out there, and so for sure.
We did lose. We lost Gavin, we lost Victor and Sean and Sam. It's quite different. It's a nice young team now. A lot of things to gain, a lot of things to learn, but overall I'm pretty excited about it.
Does it give you guys an advantage playing, in a tournament like this on your home course?
Yeah, it's a big advantage. We play this course every day. We all love it. We all know what to do, where to miss shots, where to play shots, and looking forward to this tournament this week.
What's the strength as far as when you're playing on your home course? Because I was out here the other day with Jill, and she was like, "Oh, here comes that win. That's our thing." What does it for you guys? Give you an advantage out here, other than knowing the course?
Actually, it would probably be that. The tougher the conditions are, the better we're going to play, and the worse everybody else is going to play. So we like it. The tougher the conditions, bring it on, basically, for us.
What's your role going to? Is your role going to change at all? Like you coming out to the forefront, maybe being more vocal, being a leader, type of thing like that?
Yeah, it's something that I haven't been as used to, but I definitely need to grow and become that overall. And I think I can do that better through my golf game. And if I can more lead by example, that'd be the best impact I can have.
Yeah, who's going to pick up the slack for all those guys you left? They were really carried a lot of the load, and a lot of that fall on you now?
Well, it falls on everybody. If you start to think about that more and more, you'll put a little bit of added pressure on yourself that you don't need to have, especially with golf. But that's just going to inspire all of us to work hard and inspire me to work hard and, hopefully get that winning thought process back into our team.
Considering the fact that the team is so young, I mean, how do you guys minimize like growing pains for a lot of the new faces?
Well, just through trial and error, pretty much. I mean, they're going to make mistakes, and we're all going to make mistakes. You just, as long as we grow from it and be productive and encouraging, that's all we can do.